It's March 1993 in Liverpool shopping centre. A safe and public space, children and adults roamed as they pleased. This wasn't out of the ordinary. That is until one fateful day. Before we begin, welcome back to Molten Means. I'm Abby.
I'm Kate.
For those who aren't aware, we're a true crime podcast that questions the justice system, and we argue whether or not the crime has been committed due to nature or nurture. So, quick disclaimer, this case will discuss violence, murder and assault, and we'll also have mentions of like child abuse as well after the fact. Although we won't be going into great detail about any of these topics, viewer discretion is advised. Our sole intent is to show the realities and bring awareness to crimes we discuss and not sensationalise or glorify it. Anything spoken about in this case is alleged unless stated otherwise, as there have been a lot of misinformation spread around in the media. So to start off, James Bulger, he was born on the 16th of March 1990 in Kirby, Merseyside. It's just outside of Liverpool, England. He lived with his parents, Denise and Ralph Bulger, and there isn't a lot about him because he was just a young little guy. He was a little baby,
Of course.
only 2 years old.
Yeah, everything I could find said he was bright, well in school, came from a good family.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They said he was a little mischievous little thing. It was cute. He was an only child though. So on the day of 12th of February 1993, two boys, Robert Thompson and John Venables, they skipped school and made their way to the New Strand shopping centre in Bootle, which is like near Liverpool.
Yeah,
it's
like Merseyside.
Yeah.
Merseyside.
Like outside somewhere.
Merseyside, England.
And James Burgels nearly had a moment there. Was
Ignore
there.
the pronunciation.
Yeah,
of
there's
all the names in this.
They were there for a shopping trip. It was a thing they always did. Like they would go out just whenever, go for their shopping. And sadly, the mother, she got a bit distracted in the butchers, and that is when John Venables and Robert Thompson came over and sadly they abducted him.
I think the CCTV is one of the kind of most shocking things about this case. Just because you can see these two 10-year-old boys leading a toddler just hand in hand as well.
Yeah, it's
like it's very,
new.
very eerie to watch.
It's sort of like, it's something that a lot of people know about, like they've saw it before, but they don't know what it's from.
Yeah.
It's said though that they were actually looking to like abduct a child that day.
No,
like,
yeah,
it was
like
but because of this, they did lure him away from his mother. Obviously, they were questioned by like a lot of bystanders as well, being like, "Oh, like, is he all right?" Because he allegedly looked quite upset, and it just kind of went, "No, like he's our brother," or "We're taking him to the police station."
Yeah,
obviously.
So I think one thing to note is this was over 2.5 hours. The boys walked nearly 4 kilometres, 2.5 miles, through Liverpool suburbs which I think is crazy, like the 2.5 hours. And along the way, 38 people reportedly saw them, just as you said, assuming he was a younger brother or relative. But 38 witnesses it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a big number to have to have all these people, because I'm assuming they came forward afterwards.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
And like these boys never even thought like, well, they must have.
No, because like what, you would never think anything of it. Like seeing like a young boy, like
with
you'd literally never think. You'd have no reason to like think that there's any like malicious intent going on there at all. But.
Because like that's not something a lot of young boys would do.
Yeah.
But they obviously ended up at the I think it was like train tracks, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a railway line near Walton. Liverpool.
Oh, that is a walk.
It's just 2.4 miles, 2.5 miles. that they walked to
Okay.
get to this line, which I think, without saying too much, like, it's kind of obvious it's premeditated at that point. Because you're not walking 2.5 miles for...
Nothing. They did, though, obviously what happened was that they threw paint into his eye, kicked him, beat him. They were throwing bricks at him.
Yeah,
like hitting him with
stones,
bricks.
an iron bar as well.
They made him eat batteries. They did other things with the batteries, which I'm not going to talk about. But
I think they just placed them in his mouth.
allegedly there was other places as well, which allegedly, because we don't know for sure, but apparently it's because they watched Chucky. They did the batteries. Like, a lot of people think that's
I personally, that's not believable to me at all.
Because, like,
I mean, I've watched Chucky and I didn't
want to put batteries.
I wasn't compelled to kidnap a 2-year-old.
But a lot of people think that's why, because they were
That's
watching
crazy,
a
though.
lot of horror movies.
I think
as
that's like
well.
a really crazy argument, though, that it's almost like justifying their actions in a way. It's like, oh yeah, we'll blame like media and how that can like influence children. When in reality,
it's
I
probably
don't really think it. I think there's a few more factors that come into play before like a film, like upbringing, childhood, nature versus nurture.
Yeah. They did eventually kill him and left him on the tracks to make it look like an accident.
Yeah.
And then his body was hit by a train and it was just completely severed. And he had, I think, 42 injuries in total.
Crazy.
Which is
for such a young boy as well.
It was nearly his third birthday.
Yeah.
So he was only 2.
Yeah, so
That's
then
a little baby.
on February 14th, just 2 days later, James's body was found on the railway line. The discovery triggered a nationwide outrage and just a massive police investigation.
Yeah.
The UK had never really seen a crime just kind of as shocking as this, is gruesome and, I don't know, just blatantly cruel and absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
It was a big shock, I think, to a lot of people, especially in the area.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd ever really anticipate
Especially
that to go around you.
Children.
No.
Like you would, I think.
I mean, I guess this is before they knew how young the perpetrators were, but I still think you'd never assume. Like, never. It's like, I feel like it's, sometimes it's hard to believe that even, like, women are serial killers. But that's just down to statistics. Like, statistically, women are less likely to be a murderer than a man. It's just kind of facts. But children, it's even less likely.
Yeah.
And it just makes you, like, really, really question. You're like, no, but why? What drove those children to... Crazy. Actually crazy. CCTV footage from the shopping centre showed... So this was as the police started investigating a little bit more. So obviously they found this CCTV footage, which is incredibly damning. And I think within days, Thompson and Venables were identified and arrested. So this footage got released to the public almost straight away. Like, the police did not waste any time. And tips flooded in, obviously, 38 people.
38, that's a lot.
Like, they definitely weren't slick.
I'm sure as well his body was found by other children who were just like playing as well, which is horrible for them as well. Like, other children have been subjected to this.
100%. I feel like
they obviously took them in and they were like questioning them, but they were like, we're just blaming each other. Like, he told me to do this, he did that.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. Which is like, that's such... You can tell they're children by the fact that they're doing that. Obviously, adults can do that as well, but you can tell it's such
100%.
like
I just like thinking of like the police like doing these interviews. It must have been absolutely insane.
Yeah, because apparently Venables, one of the... He kept laughing throughout it, like just like giggling and laughing. And
they completely denied it, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, like I don't think these boys were... I don't think they were charged for quite a while. I think they had their initial like interrogation, but then I think it took the police like quite a bit of time to just like I don't know, I guess build like a solid case
Yeah.
on these two boys, which maybe because of their age, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't think they were that quick on it. I think they but I suppose with any murder investigation, like the police are, obviously it's top priority to get like obviously all the information you can before making any big decisions. Like charging people.
Yeah, because a lot of people were like, well, why? Why did they do this?
Yeah.
There's not really much of a reason other than they both had really like horrible home lives.
Yeah. And it's like what brings into like nature versus nurture.
Yeah.
It's like, can you like almost shift part of this blame onto like the parents? Can you like maybe look at it that way and be like, was there something that like those parents could have done? But at the same time, I don't think both of these boys' mums would have ever anticipated their child to do something like this. I don't think anyone ever does. But obviously like disruptive home lives, whether like influence from like media, whether that is. Because I think one thing that's quite interesting, so in like the 70s, there was a really, really, really big rise in serial killers, like massive. And a lot of like, I would say, there's a lot of speculation about like why this is. Like why was there like all of a sudden like a massive boom, like, you know, like Ted Bundy, like all of these really, really prolific serial killers. And a lot of it, in my opinion, I think it comes down to like pornography. I think the rise of pornography being accessible to like larger, to just kind of like everyday audiences. I think that really, really compelled like serial killers. I think because most of the time these crimes are sexually driven. Like 99% of the time, if it's a man, there's a sexual element to the crime. I just think it's interesting. Like and I'm sure like they might not even realize that. It's just like a subconscious kind of.
Yeah, it's like they've been.
It's like someone's been awoken almost. Yeah. Like I genuinely think that's what it is though. It's like, but you could say that even now, like the uncensored like internet access, like it's terrifying. It's like, if that's potentially a reason for all that happening like years ago, it's probably like all the influences that children get from the internet now is even worse.
Like even in their own homes as well. Like
completely unavoidable
if they've
as
got
well.
like siblings or things like that, like they're still being shown it.
100%, 100%. So in November, so the trial took place, and it took place at Preston Crown Court. Both boys were tried as adults, and I think that's because in the UK, I think murder kind of.
Yeah, I think as
I
well.
I think that just amounts for like a, I don't know, to be tried as an adult, because it's an adult thing to do, isn't it? I guess. And both of them were sitting in the dock beside their lawyers. The court heard detailed evidence of their actions and their intent as well, which I think was kind of brought from a lot of the interrogations. Yeah. I think that kind of threw them in it, because obviously like children, they don't know how to, I guess they don't know how to talk to police, and they don't know how to like hide their.
And they're just honest.
100%.
Well, if they were trying to hide like who actually came up with the idea and stuff like that, even though I think it was definitely like a joint effort, but
there's always one.
There's always one.
Like I feel like you could say that for anything, like even friend groups, like a duo. Well, there's always someone that's like a little bit more.
Well,
you could say that for everything.
In school, Robert Thompson bullied John Venables. Like he was that like dominant.
Yeah, like I feel like
personality.
And on November 24th, both of them were found guilty of murder. And I don't know if I assume they just pleaded guilty. I don't think that.
I think they would have to, like with all of this evidence. I think they.
Yeah, there must have been like DNA as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but they were the youngest convicted murderers in modern British history. Wow. Which is crazy. The youngest. They're
just little 10-year-olds, little.
I know.
Little guys.
Another thing to note: they were given anonymity. I can't say that.
Anonymity. You're close. Anonymity.
Basically, guys, their names were like they got new names, which I think is crazy, like actually insane. Because I mean, this case sparked public outrage. Everyone was they were annoyed.
Yeah, especially because it was like such like a small place it happened in.
100%.
And they're all like, we know this guy.
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
Yeah,
These guys.
I don't know if I believe in that.
Do
But
you
hey,
do you not?
no, I mean, I don't believe in them being given new names. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't deserve that.
I suppose because
like,
they were so
James
young.
never got like another chance. How come
He
you get
never-
another chance?
He never even got a first chance.
Exactly.
He was just... It actually is going to get me
I know.
really
It
upset.
is. It's really sad. But it annoys me because I don't know how, them being given an extra chance to like rework themselves.
Especially because not that long after they did did they both reoffend, or was it
I think
just
they
the
both
one of them?
reoffended. So I know one of them, I know Venables has, I have information on this, but I know Venables had, I think he reoffended before the other one. I think it was worse as well. I think he had child pornography found in his computer.
Oh.
And I think he's in jail in the UK or something, but I don't know. That, like, obviously this was a really long time ago.
Yeah.
I think they're in their 40s now or something. I know one of them moved to Australia.
Yeah. Did they not
Crazy.
keep having to...
But it's really hard to keep track, and I feel like trying to find information on them now,
There
very hard.
There was a thing as well about them having to keep getting their names changed because people kept leaking them. Which is like, I mean...
As they should.
I suppose, in a way.
I don't know. I think it's crazy. Like, but I think kind of the reason why they got their anonymity.
Your course. You're getting it every
the
time.
word's not clicking and it
Anonymity.
won't click. Right? But it sparked mass protest in the country. Like, mass protest. Prime Minister John Major commented that society must condemn a little more and understand a little less. And the European Court later ruled that the public trial and media exposure had violated their human rights. Interesting.
But they violated the human rights of a
That's
baby.
interesting, though. I think
That
it
is
was
quite
because
interesting.
the amount of it, but obviously they're going to get exposure, though. Like, yes, their names are going to be in the paper.
Yeah.
Yes, their faces are going to be on the paper, but yeah, that's crazy. I want to know what type of person is kind of like in their corner saying this stuff. The European Court, I guess,
I suppose.
saying that the media exposure had violated their human rights, which everyone's entitled to a fair trial. Everyone's obviously entitled to their human rights, but there comes a point where I think you have to maybe think a little bit more like rationally about it.
I suppose like then, like when they were younger, before they've reoffended, all that, people could have been like, well, they can change, but obviously they've done what they've done.
And
there's no change in that.
I think people can change. I don't think I don't think people are necessarily monsters. I think people, I've not gone for all, and obviously once you hear about them reoffending, kind of makes you think maybe not.
Maybe.
It's difficult though because people can change. People can, like, I don't know.
People. Yeah. I was thinking, but it left.
In 2001, after 8 years in detention, they were both released with new identities and lifelong, insert that word,
I was watching
orders. Anonymity.
I was watching this thing about a guy that was in with the two of them when they were younger. Apparently they had like Xboxes and stuff. Like they had like a child's bedroom in the, what is it called? Like
juvie?
Juvie.
I think.
And they got took out and stuff before they got let out.
2001 though, they got out. That's crazy.
That's like
8 years.
So they were
8
like 18.
years. That's like not even a decade.
They definitely needed more time. I think that's like...
I do think there's probably rules about how long you can put a 10-year-old away for. But I don't care. Lock him up. Throw away the key.
The severity of the crime as well.
Literally.
Still be in.
100%. This bit's horrible. So John Venables returned to prison twice. 2010 and 2017. For possessing child abuse images. Each time, his new identity was revoked and reissued, reigniting public anger.
So they just kept giving him new...
Yeah.
Even though he's done it.
I think it was because of the the child abuse images and stuff. That's crazy though. That's actually
crazy.
insane to me though. Because do you know what that makes me think of? It's like when he was a 10-year-old, was he in like the same mindset? Like, could you argue that he was doing that to like maybe like fuel some like sick perversion of his when he was 10?
Yeah.
Boys don't hit puberty at that age. I just think this is just crazy. Like reigniting public anger. Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah, understandable.
So I don't know if the other one reoffended.
Maybe he's just living like a normal life. Maybe not like a normal life, but maybe he's like, what's the word?
Do you know what I'm confused about? How have they been? Oh, okay, right, I get it. I just can't believe they're getting assigned new identities. It's crazy. Who decided that? Who decided they were going to get another chance? I think it's probably because they would be like hunted down, as you should. I don't think you should put the law into your own hands. Don't condone that.
Yeah.
However, I just still think it's not.
I definitely think they should have paid a little bit more for what they did.
100%.
Paid? That sounds really like violent.
They should pay. They should. So the case led to national debate on the age of criminal responsibility. So I think that is the age in which you start getting tried as an adult.
Yeah.
So it's 10 in England and Wales. Oh, what is it in
what's
Scotland?
in Scotland?
Look it up. Media ethics and how to handle children in court. But like I would say the UK's got quite good media ethics anyway, I'd say.
Yeah.
We don't allow cameras in the courtroom. Things like that.
Oh, neither we do.
Things like in America.
Such an American
Yeah.
thing.
So James's mother, Denise Fergus, made the James Bulger Memorial Trust, which is good.
Sorry, I yawned. I thought
But do you know what's a shame though? We know the names and we know Venables reoffended, but we don't know about that memorial trust. See, they don't. I feel like the right energy isn't poured into the right things.
Yeah, I feel like for certain things, a lot of the media just don't care about it. Like the memorial stuff, they don't like ever talk about that.
100%. I just feel like maybe the media focused on the dramatics of it. And that was it. But like, hey, they're just trying to sell a story, which
even though
ultimately
like
not
a
great.
baby lost his life.
I know.
It wasn't that long before his birthday as well. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, was it not like a day before his?
It was like.
I know this happened on Valentine's Day,
and he was born on 16th of March.
Yeah, it's really sad.
It was a month before his third birthday.
Really sad.
Oh,
it just
bless him.
Really, really, really crazy to me. It's like that security camera footage. I feel like that. I feel like that kind of sticks with you.
There's something so like sinister about it. Even though it looks like normal, like if it was anybody else, you would sit there and think, oh, it's just like two guys with their younger brother.
It's so sinister as well, like the amount, how far they walked with this poor little boy. And imagine like how all those people feel, that like the 38 people that walked past them.
The fact that they like, I'm pretty sure they get told like, don't, like the two boys told them, don't worry about it, like just their brother.
Yeah.
Which is like
crazy.
So
it's just
sad.
There's so many whys in this case. Like there's more unanswered questions than there is like answered questions, and it's really annoying because I just want to know like why. I want to know like but I feel like sometimes you just want to know the motive. I feel like motive just explains everything in a case. Well, sometimes there's like not even a clear motive though, because what would you even say the clear
like they had like not the best childhoods. Like I know that Robert Thompson, he was like his dad left, he was abused, his mother, he had like
not overly uncommon though.
But like
not uncommon.
Happens, but then for him to then go out and then act.
Yeah, it's just like there's always like reasons behind why they did the crime. Like certain influences, like sexual influence, usually a big one. And it's like, well, I don't think we'll ever really know. There's obviously like Venables and obviously him reoffending.
Yeah.
That points towards like a horrible, horrible explanation to why they did it. And it's just like, you're just trying to think about, like, your brain's just trying so hard to, like, make sense of it, I feel.
It's like, I'm struggling to think of words because, like, there's no words to describe how horrendous
100%.
what they did was.
100%.
And I don't think there is any way to, like, sit there and be like, this is the reason why. I don't
Yeah,
think,
and sometimes there's not.
there might not even be.
Sometimes there's not. Yeah. I feel like we've covered a lot.
We've covered quite a lot. Bulger. That was the James Bulger case. If you're anybody you know have been affected by the contents of this video and case, reach out to your local support. And yeah.
If you want to leave any comment about if you think the sentencing is justified, just if you want to let us know any of your thoughts on the case, you can also let us know in our Q&A
Down below.
Yeah.